In this tutorial, in Adobe Premiere Elements 2018, we're going to show you how to create your own picture-in-picture with motion using keyframes rather than presets that you find in the effect room. We have a tutorial on using the presets and another tutorial on using keyframes in general. But this one will focus on how to do motion with keyframes. So what we're going to do first of all is remind you of how to use the preset option. We'll click on our project assets and we'll take this picture of a car and we'll drag it down into video track number 2. I'm going to lengthen it here a little bit, but what I would like to do in this case is I would like to move it around the screen. I'd like to add motion, not simply location. So the easiest way to do that is to highlight the picture and then click in the preview window. Then I have my bounding boxes on the corners and the sides. I'll take my left mouse button and shrink it down and move it over here. What if I want to move this around the screen, on the screen, or off the screen? The normal way to do that is to go to my effects room on the right side, and then I can go to what's called my pip area, picture in picture. I can drag down and then I have all of my pips here, and here I can use one where, let's say we slide in to the lower left position, and I'll take this and drag it and drop it on my picture. Then when I go ahead to play this, we will see as it comes on the screen it will slide in to the lower left quadrant from the right and freeze there. Now that works fine, but what if I want it to come in from a different direction I don't have a pip for, or when I have the preset pips, I only have a choice between 25% and 40%. Maybe I want it bigger, maybe I want it to wind up in the middle of the screen. I can do all that by creating my own motion using keyframes. Let me show you how to do that. We're going to take this picture and let's just delete it for now, and we'll start from scratch. So I take my picture, I drop it on my track, I make it as long as I want for duration. We'll use about 9 seconds here. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'll resize it. Now when you start resizing, it starts at the center of the screen. As you saw a moment ago, I can click on here and move it, but let's say we want it to wind up right about here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to keyframe this object. Now it can be a static object like this picture, it can be a movie, it can be text, whatever I like. So I'm going to click on the effects editor on the right side. That will get me into my keyframe options. To turn on the keyframing, I need to click on this little stopwatch icon next to the word fix, which says that we control the keyframes. Now I have all these additional options over here. What I want to do is I want to activate them. The way to activate keyframing is now that I see them, I click on this other identical stopwatch, and that is toggle animation. And the minute I do that, it does two things. It turns these icons dark blue, which means I can change any of them. And then at that moment in my current time indicator, it sets all these keyframes. Now if I want to unset them, I can just click on undo, or I can right click and do a cut. So I can actually remove all of these keyframes if I want to. Now what it does is it sets every single value controlled by a keyframe at once to be exactly what I see here. What I want to do is I just want to change a couple of them. Right now the scale's at 58%, so let's keep the scale the same, so I will set a keyframe value. But I want to move the picture around. Let's say we start at the middle of the screen with the picture. So I'll click the diamond. That will add a keyframe value for position. Now let's say a few seconds later, I'm going to move the playhead forward a little bit. Now I want the picture at this moment of time to be the same size. I'm not going to add a scale keyframe. I want it to be at a different location. I can move it several ways. I can click on it, move it with the mouse. I can move my mouse over these numbers, horizontal XY position. Let's just drag it over here for now. And so we'll say at this moment in time, I want my image to be in this location. What it does is whenever I move my current time indicator and it sees that I've changed any of these values, it automatically will set a brand new keyframe. It's intelligent enough to know that. So between this moment in time and this moment in time, it will say, now we're at a new position. And it will change every frame between these 2 points. Let's show you what that looks like. We'll go back to our edit screen. And now when we play our video, we're going to see the pickup pop up in the middle of the screen, like we told it to, and then in between those 2 keyframes, it will slide to the right. Pretty simple, but pretty effective. Let's go back to, after we click on the picture again, we'll go to our effects editor, and let's say now we want it to do something else. At this point in time, I can click on another keyframe. Now this keyframe, I didn't change anything. So between this moment in time and this moment in time, the values are the same. And you can click the little diamond to go left and right. See, the position number here is 1252,540. I click left, it's 1252,540. So it will freeze in this time. But let's say after that many seconds, we want it to change again. So I'm going to this time, let's go south. Let's change this number. And we'll drag it down toward the bottom of the screen. And you notice it's setting a keyframe because you changed a value on me. We'll drop it right down to there. And so let's see what this does when it comes to the motion of this image on the screen. Go ahead and play. Back up a little bit. It pops up on the screen. It moves to the right. Stays there for the length of time, and then it moves straight south. And we could go back into this and we could move it any place we want. The closer the keyframes are together, the faster it seems to move. And if I put these really close together, the last 2, this will speed up the motion toward the bottom of the screen. Here it's moving, here it's stable. So let's go ahead and play this again. We have it come into the screen, and we have it move to the right, and now it's stable for a longer period of time, and then it moves a lot quicker straight toward the bottom of the screen. Is that you can go in here and you can add as many keyframes as you want in as many places as you want. Let's say we don't want it simply to move to the bottom. We want it to move off the screen. I can go back to this keyframe value, and then I can go ahead and change it. We'll just go all the way off into the gray area. And now I've effectively moved it off the screen. You can also do this, obviously, to move something on the screen. We haven't rendered it, so it's a bit jerky yet. But when you see it now, boop, it's off the screen really quickly. So you can do as many of these as you want. Again, we could make it actually go in a rectangle. We could make it go in a circle-like position by adding enough keyframes. When it comes to position, it's very easy to decide where I want the action to be, when I want it to start, when I want it to freeze, and when I want it to move. A nice way to create your own version of the preset pips, but this makes it work exactly the way you want it to in Premiere Elements 2018 using keyframes.